So you're doing your first open house, or maybe want to learn how to do your first open house when you get your real estate license, or yeah, this video is kind of for you. Or if you're looking to expand and get a little more knowledge on how to do a really awesome open house. Today I will be showing you the open house that I'm going to be doing at this condo here in Surrey. What I do to get prepared, have information ready, everything like that, the whole 9 yards. In this video hopefully will help you in any way possible. So yeah, let's just see how I do it. First things first, we want to get our open house signs. I normally arrive 15 to 10 minutes early to get them out and going. So yeah, let's see where I put them. So I'm at the intersection of, this is 140th and 100th Street. So I decided to put my first open house sign right in the middle to get both sides to be able to see people coming down 140th Street. I have a open house sign here too. It's covered because I actually have the printout so people who are walking by can see it. But they clearly get the open house from those two signs. And if not that sign, we have one more going down 140th Street where the entrance is right here. We got one more open house sign where the people are actually going to be coming in to turn into here. It's a little bit awkward, so I made sure that they could see where to turn in. So way up ahead is another open house sign we'll see in a sec. It's just generally pointed in the direction, but not to which side of the building. So if it's a walker, someone just coming from the street, they can see go this way, and then another sign right there which points right to the building. Great part about this is if they didn't see my information online to get our phone number or anything like that, I actually do post a little summary on here. Open house, a little bit of information, where to call me, because I'll probably be inside the unit, so it'll be hard to get a hold of me unless I'm standing out here, if there's already clients inside. So yeah, that's what I do for the signs. Like I said, about 10 to 15 minutes early, just to get here, get all the signs out, get prepared. What you can also do is, if you haven't checked out the amenities in the building, the parking stall, or if there's a storage locker, if there's any questions you think that would come up, like pets, rentals, things like that, it's always to brush up by reading some of your notes or cheat sheets that you made the night before. And yeah. So like I said, this is going to be a condo open house, a little different than what a townhome or detached house would be. So about getting here early, like I said, see the parking, things like that. Now I'm going to walk you through how I can help with, things we'll be doing when we get into the unit, like turning our lights on, having our brochures out, things like that. All right, so let's get inside the unit. First thing I do is actually flip on all the light switches. When buyers come in, they want to see something nice and bright, spacious. You know what I also do is I'll take my shoes off first of all. And the window's already open for this unit, but if there's curtains, I push them to a side. I open up all the doors so it's nice and bright. Like I said, we turn on all the lights, not that. Some light switches here we can flick on. But yeah, give yourself a good overlay. This is where you can start mentally planning on how you want to take your prospective buyers through the unit. What you think's most important aspects of it. Things that you might want to not show compared to other facts. Like if the fireplace wasn't working, you'd rather show them the view or the spaciousness, or talk about the heights of the ceiling. Talk about potential to upgrade things, anything like that. But let me turn the lights on here and I'll show you what I do next. So, like I said, we get our brochures done, making them look very nice. But for this one, this open house, I have some flyers available for people if they want to grab facts about the units. Of course, we have our name at the top. We want to have, if we have a brand or a brokerage. And about this time, I start, reviewing anything if I forget. If someone asked me the complex subdivision, what years it's built, what are the maintenance fees, is hot water included in the maintenance fees, brushing up on things like this would be great if, like I said, it's a new listing or anything like that, going through. This is what I do this time. I normally have a few on the main table and a couple in the dining room. If they walk through, they just grab one, make it simple for everybody. So we want to have our cards shown so people can grab them if they need it. You know, the front side, the back side, so they see the brand and then your details. The next thing I do is normally, I actually pull out a speaker, any speaker, just to have some music going. It kind of makes it a little lively. Sometimes I'm also bring some water bottles if it's a really hot day. Today it's pretty hot. I should have brought some, but that's okay. But get some music going, a little more lively in the unit. I also bring a book in case it does get boring, or if, you know, in between people coming in, something to do, something to read. Once all my branding's set up, you know, I do a quick walkthrough. If it's my first time in the unit, looking at the appliances, going through things just to make sure I have an idea. Where's the electrical panel? Oh, well, there it is right there. So you have an idea. Anything like that, I just do a quick walkthrough. If there's anything that needs to be cleaned or it's like really dirty, I can try to sweep it away if there's broom. It's something I can wash away. Anything I can fix, I'm looking for, you know, just to make it look a little more presentable. But yeah, and then at this time, like I'm doing right now, I'd actually go to Instagram and post a video and say something like, hello, here's my 2-bed listing here in Surrey. It's a top level unit. It's great square footage, great area, great location. I'm hosting an open house today between 12 and 4 o'clock. Come by or shoot me a message and I'll give you the more details and come by. Something very simple like that, just to show your friends, family, followers, you know, you are out there hustling, working, because open houses are a great way to generate leads, whether it's from your posting online or it's through people who actually come to the open house. It's just getting your name out there, right? And meeting new people, which is the basis of real estate right there. So yeah, that's exactly what I do to start off the open house. Nothing too special or crazy. At this time I would have a little bit of music going. Sometimes I like to stand out in the lobby because there's, you know, either people wanting to come in if they haven't called me, or there's people in the building who want to ask questions, whether they have friends looking in the building, they're self looking to list possibly. It's just, like I said, best to get your face out there, do some hard work. All right, so some things to bring to the open house. I know I did the walkthrough already. Like I said, flyers, a water bottle, the speaker's important. I'm actually gonna go grab my coffee right now. I always bring a pen and paper in case someone wants to write down their number, or if I want to grab their information. That's something great to grab from people. I'll actually go through you what I kind of say and do once I get my coffee here. So there's different ways that you can actually try to talk and approach prospects or people who come into your open house. You know, it really depends on, in my opinion, the personality style. If we have someone that, you know, walks in the door, or you're walking with them and they're asking you questions and really engage with you and they want you to keep telling them information, I generally do walk through the rooms with them and point things out and certain things, and because if they're already asking questions, they're probably going to keep asking questions and kind of want that more tour guide feel as they walk through the home. And then there's other people, like, you know, think of introverts, you know, they're just a family and they kind of just want to walk through the house. I say, hey, thank you guys so much for coming, you know, on this sunny day, yada, yada. I'll let you guys walk through the unit on your own. I'll be here in the living room at the end of the tour, or at the end of you guys' seeing the place, just ask a few questions and get some feedback. And they'll normally agree and say thank you because they kind of want to walk through the place by themselves. Some people don't find it warm to have someone kind of watch them behind them or keep talking, and they just want to look through the unit like themselves. Like going to a store, they don't want to have someone keep approaching them and saying, hey, do you need any help with this, yada yada. I think if you're going like buy a shirt or going to the mall, so like I said, different people have different needs, different wants. You try to have to judge it out for yourself. Like I said, if they're quieter people and they kind of just want to look around, they do their look around. I let them, you know, have as much time as they want. Generally, even when they're looking around, I'll be standing in the living room and they'll ask me the odd question, and that's how we get engaged. If not, when, you know, they're just about look like they finished all the rooms, heading back to the main door, I'll say, hey, how'd you guys like the place? And they'll give me an answer, and, you know, I'll give them questions, or I'll tell them a little more information if they do seem interested, you know, some things they might not know, like the rental restrictions, maintenance fees, things like that. So not just like in the unit, more in the building. A great question is like, hey, do you guys want to see the parking? That, you know, shows if they are engaged and want to go and see that. If they're like, no, we're okay, thank you, then I say, thank you so much for coming. My name's Devin. Sometimes I do give them the card or give them one of my sheets and say, if you have any questions, you know, please reach out to me. I can help you in any way possible. But those people who are leaving, for people who are ready to stay and want the information, I normally, you know, kind of screen them. You know, I say, hey, are you guys looking for 2 bedrooms? Is this something kind of in your location? Or are you just out here just looking around? And if they say, oh no, we're serious, you know, we've been pre-qualified for a mortgage, we've been looking for this unit, yada yada, we've been looking online. Sometimes they'll ask, they'll tell you what their area is, they'll tell you certain things. And that's when you really want to, you know, build that relationship with them and say, hey, do you guys have a realtor working for you? No, we don't, Devin. You know, we've just been looking online, like I said. And then that's kind of where you slowly introduce yourself and say maybe you can be of service. Grab an email. You can send them similar properties, or if they are interested in this property, give them more details on this property, and really just try to stay in touch with them. Like I said, the email is one of the best ways. It's not as direct, I guess, as giving them calls. Emails, you know, they look at the property and then they can email you back. But I do also want their information, their phone contact information as well, for phoning, because I feel like once you get a bit of a relationship, calling them isn't so awkward or out of the blue. So like I said, it's definitely, everyone has different approaches. Some people don't do any of that. Some people do farther than that. It really depends on your style and what you're comfortable with doing. Just doing more open houses, you'll kind of get the feel of how people come in and how you can not judge them, but like let them go through. So yeah, it just comes from experience. I've been doing open houses for a while now, so I do have a better understanding on what I'm going to be saying, what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to let people through. But it all comes with experience. So like I said, I would reach out to anyone in your office if you are an agent already to do open houses. Be like, hey, are you guys busy? Can I host this open house on the weekend for you guys? Maybe they are. And that's when you can really pick up buyers or even sellers, or pick up anyone, you know. If they're not ready now, they can be ready in the future. So I hope this video does help. I think that's all the information that I can give. I didn't want to make it super long, but here I go rambling on. So if you do have any questions on open houses, please, like I always say, just give me a call, text, email, comment on the video. I'll try to respond that way. So thank you so much, guys.